What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Not Enough Knives. Nedfoss sent me a new knife. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so Nedfoss is calling this the Elf. If you remember, a couple months ago we reviewed the Elf Prince, so I'm assuming this one's going to be the daddy, the king maybe, if you will. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Typical nice matte black box that they have. Inner box comes out like a tray. I do like that they include a nanofiber cloth with the Nedfoss logo engraved right here for polishing your blade. Very cool. Very simple user manual with all the basics, blade maintenance and whatnot. And then of course you have your actual knife in the nylon pouch that it would go with on your belt, with a nice little belt loop right here. This knife does natively have a paracord lanyard already attached to it. I thought that was kind of cool. Kind of just pull the knife out. Now this is a beast of a knife, guys. Like when you just look at it, you're like, yeah, this is definitely the daddy. This thing is absolutely beefy. Just like with other typical offerings from Nedfoss, you could just see the quality, you could feel the quality as soon as you handle the knife. We got 3 Torx T6s over here on a micarta handle. You have a stainless bolster up front here. Very nice stainless clip here with 2 additional T3s holding it down, and then 2 other T3s holding down the actual body here on either side of both this little spacer here and this portion here, which is just holding the micarta down to the stainless steel liner. Let's go ahead and get the weight out of the way. We know this is a big boy. We know this is not focusing on light. Yep. Okay, 6.7. It's still not bad for a folder this size. I can appreciate that. 6.7 ounces is definitely on the higher end of weight for a folder. The size definitely gives it away. And there is your blade, guys. Have this little flare out right here on the spline, which gives it a nice little drop point feel. We've seen a little bit of these on some knives in the past. I've seen it on the Gerber Metolius. I think we saw it on one of the Camila's fixed blade knives of their Walmart offerings. Few knives seem to have this, and where I find it useful is when you have to really choke up and do some precision tasks. You can actually reach up here and your thumb has somewhere to sit, maybe whittling some wood to make a fire. Nice little stainless T6 style head bolt securing either side of the D2 steel blade onto the pommel. Pretty thin liner, but I'm pretty sure it's a stainless piece to hold this size of a blade securely in. Blade centering, flawless, like all the other Nedfoss stuff we have seen. I do like that the little weakening point here to make this part flexible is not as prominent as I have seen it on the other blades. It gives you a little bit more confidence knowing that this liner it's not going to buckle under its own weight anytime soon. Getting down to a little bit of technicals, this is a brass ball bearing pivot according to Nedfoss. Has a unique ball bearing pivot system which allows the knife to deploy smooth and fast. I'm reading right off of their description here. They're calling it a rugged G10 handle. I could have sworn it was micarta. They had me fooled, but it looks that good, guys. It is G10, which is still an awesome material by all means. They're saying it has good insulation, abrasion resistant, pretty much all the qualities that you'd come to expect from G10. Moisture proof, slip finish, does not expand to contract due to normal temperatures, which it's typical from G10 anyway. We expect that. Solid grip, comfortable in-hand feel. I have large to extra large hands, and even for me, it feels like this is a pretty big handle, but it's perfect. I mean, for me, it's fine. I just know that there's only going to be a select group of people that appreciate carrying this type of knife, whether you EDC it or you go out hunting with it or whatever have you. As I said before, the blade is D2 steel, and they're calling it a 62 HRC on the Rockwell hardness scale. Extremely razor sharp as the other Nedfoss knives that I have covered on here. Yeah, that's pretty incredible. This is the one you carry to do your ass kicking. This thing is pretty freaking awesome. Thick blade. I mean, this is just a beast of a knife. Could probably serve as a wood chopper in a freaking pinch. I mean, this thing has legs on it. It can definitely put some moves on some material. And of course, as signature as you would expect from other Nedfoss knives, you have your gentleman's clip right here, which is a nice finishing touch. I just clipped it onto myself, and clipping is smooth. It slipped right onto the edge of my pocket, no problem. This knife is available on Amazon. I'm going to put my affiliate link in the description so you can actually purchase it directly from the Nedfoss store on Amazon. The price point is actually pretty competitive. It's $29.99, I believe, last time I checked. Most knives of this category are going for much higher price, especially of this heft and weight, and especially being D2. I say that this is a pretty good way to get into the larger knife collecting space. This is definitely the daddy version of the Prince that we reviewed last summer. I highly recommend it. It's not for everybody, obviously. It's not the lightest knife that's going to be carried, but if you have to go out into the woods, or maybe even I would say even in a survival situation in a pinch, this is the only thing you can carry, you can totally rely on the fact that it won't let you down, and it'll probably be adequate for such situations. I appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoyed this review, you're definitely gonna like this one. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take it easy, y'all.